What is going down, everybody? It is time for The Hype, episode 245. No Doug this week. He's going to be bringing home some like chocolate-covered macadamia nuts. I would assume he's in Hawaii. That's like the go-to, right? Like when you're in Hawaii, that's the go-to to bring home?
I get it, but yeah, it seems like maybe it's like a last-second airport. Like I got to bring something home.
They
and
do
I'm
have them.
They have stacks of them.
Copious amounts at the airport.
I will say that. I mean, those things are godlike, though. Like,
They're
they're amazing.
They're really,
amazing.
They're really, really good. Yeah.
I look forward to that. Like, I'm
not a chocolate fan, so I don't.
okay.
Yeah, it doesn't. It
I'm
doesn't do it for me.
I'm not a big chocolate guy either. I normally don't eat chocolate at all, but those candies are really great. And I used to get them from our distributor GTS because the owner's Hawaiian.
It's back when you spend.
Back when I used to spend like $5K with them, I would.
Yeah, and then to be honest, like we would spend 7 figures and get the same allocated the same macadamia nuts. So
it was great.
No account too big, no account too small is what I like to say.
Yeah, there's no so you're getting everyone's getting that same 12-pack of macadamia nuts.
Yeah, I respect it.
Shout out Lloyd GTS.
I respect it.
Absolutely.
I think it was maybe a Mike Cardozo thing. Maybe it was a Lloyd thing. Maybe I don't know. Did we get him? I don't think we've gotten him for a while.
Cardozo would give it to us, but it came from Lloyd because obviously he'd be the one that's traveling back and forth all the time from Hawaii. So.
Yeah, I don't think we got allocated. This year.
Yeah, need to figure out how we get more of the chocolate macadamia.
I mean, I think of Hawaii. You think of the macadamia nuts, and then you think of Mai Tais. Like everywhere you go, it's like just we're gonna shove a Mai Tai down your throat.
Well, it's like you go in a hotel, and a lot of places will be like, "Hey, thanks for checking in." If the hotel's nice enough, they'll be like, "Here's a free Mai Tai on us." Actually, probably not even nice enough. Like I feel like it's just like a normal thing.
I mean, if you fly Hawaiian, I think I think before you land, they shove a Mai Tai down your throat.
That's correct. Yeah, that's standard procedure.
Mai Tais.
Yeah.
Have you had a Mai Tai?
Yes, of course.
In Hawaii?
Probably, yeah.
You probably had to. Yeah.
I haven't actually been to Hawaii.
I've been to Hawaii twice, I believe, in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I've conquered 3 of the how many islands? I guess there's 5 technically.
One
of them you can't go to.
I've been there twice. I know one of them was Kona. I can't tell you where the other one was at. It was one of the touristy ones.
Waikiki?
Maybe.
Yeah, that would be Oahu, the island of Oahu.
Okay.
Oahu.
The main one.
Yeah. Kona was a lot of driving and a lot of like lava rock.
Kona is the one that's more like laid back, right? Compared to the more touristy.
Yeah, I don't think it's super touristy. I mean, it's still Hawaii, so it's touristy, but like not a lot of like very typical sandy beaches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know Big Island is the one that's got a lot of lava rock and a lot of like that's the volcano island.
Yeah,
so I know what you mean. So
very like a rainforest vibe.
Yes.
Because we drove up and did some zip lining last time we were there, and
nice.
it was. I mean, it didn't feel like you were in Hawaii. It felt like you were just in the Amazon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Hawaii talk to start things off. And Doug, if you're listening, I highly recommend if you're gonna pick up some macadamia nuts. If you got a Costco membership, that's the way to go. Life tip, life hack: go to Costco, get like a big old bulk macadamia nut. Chocolate covered macadamia
just
nut.
one giant
one giant
macadamia nut.
Just
one giant one.
They sell them in,
like a 17-pound macadamia chocolate covered macadamia nut.
They gotta get the big tractor to come in and take it off the top shelf.
On a pallet, of course. It's the only way you'd get it in Costco.
Of course.
I'll take one giant 700-pound macadamia nut, please.
That's the way to do it. Get that. Anyway, it's the hype. I feel like I haven't done a proper introduction. It's Cody. It's Dan. It's C-Rad here this week. Lots to talk about still. Lots of has happened in the hobby. News happening in the hobby as we're now just we are. As of this recording, or when this comes out, we'll be a month away.
AC, baby. Been looking forward to it.
Can't wait.
I was just counting down the days.
Yeah, before we started, Dan was just hyping up how great Atlantic City is.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
I'm keeping an open mind. I've never been. I'm going to watch some Boardwalk Empire before we go to get myself hyped up. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun.
Probably, actually, I would probably just consider binge watching in your hotel room. of
would be
Boardwalk Empire.
That would be a better taste of Atlantic City.
I'm trying to remember. Cody, you didn't come with us last year, right?
No, I did not.
So this is going to be your first national.
This will be national number one for me.
You'll still have a great time within the conventions of the show.
I apologize at your first I mean,
well, what next year's in Chicago, so that'll make up for
Chicago
it.
Is
it Chicago
so
next year?
Yeah, so much better. And then I don't know. And then it would be Cleveland, but Cleveland's done.
Yeah.
So I want to know what is being replaced.
The third city.
Las Vegas.
We said
it.
Or Anaheim.
I doubt
or
it.
Anaheim we get to.
Or Colorado.
I think the third
Arizona?
location should
Colorado wouldn't be bad.
No, Denver would be pretty cool.
Denver would be great.
The third location should be in the Western United States.
You can only hope.
You can only hope.
They're going to be like Florida.
I mean, I wouldn't mind that either. Although it gets real human.
Can we just get a little closer?
Yeah.
A little closer.
Denver. I think we can agree Denver's a nice middle ground.
Please.
Denver, Phoenix.
Phoenix would be a good one,
Phoenix
too.
would be great.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a dry
Phoenix in the
heat.
summer, though? I don't know.
Phoenix would be tough in late July, early August.
Right. There's a lot of air conditioning there.
There's a ton of air conditioning.
Not when you walk outside.
No.
Just don't go outside.
But again, I'll take the dry heat versus like the humidity of Florida.
Yeah. I could see Dallas.
Dallas would be a good one.
I can see Dallas. I
Dallas
could also see Florida.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I don't know. Right now we just got Atlantic City and Chicago's dope. I love Chicago.
Can't wait to go back to Chicago next year.
Chicago's good times.
It should be interesting this year, to say the least. But let's get into some of the topics in the hobby right now. We're gonna start with Contenders Optic Football. 2022 Contenders Optic Football is out. Before we go any further, remember, what was it, maybe about 3 or 4 episodes ago, we laid out what the possible calendar is going to look like for football releases. And it hasn't been as maybe hectic as it looked initially, but nonetheless, like, this is now, the third week running? 3 of the last 4 weeks we have had a top-tier, huge football release, another flagship release this week with 2022 Contenders Optic Football. Obviously, I think you guys have debated this before. There is maybe a divide between the old hobby and the new hobby of is Contenders the chase, but nonetheless, still going to be a huge product. I think I did already see not the on-card 1-of-1 Mac Jones, but another 1-of-1 Mac Jones got pulled.
The 1-of-1 Mac Jones, I didn't even know they had patch autos in Contenders Optic, but it was a shield off a glove.
That's what it was, yes.
Patch auto. So patch autos are a thing.
Whoa. Yeah.
Contenders Optic.
Well, I know that from breaking a lot of Contenders regular this year, and they've had it for years now, and I always felt like it was kind of maybe a retail thing too, but there was patch autos in regular Contenders.
They've always had patches, like relic. They've always had relics in the retail SKUs.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, I mean, Contenders Optic, it's the best of both worlds. You get the Contenders and then you get the Optic, and you put it together. It makes Contenders Optic.
That's how it works.
I just broke it down. We can move on. We can move on now.
Where's my regular Optic at, man? Is my question.
That's true.
I've been waiting for regular Optic since December, man.
I've done some pre-orders for collegiate 2022 product.
Interesting.
So I think select collegiate coming out may actually come out around the same time as Optic.
What we know now with the collegiate license and Fanatics and stuff, you would imagine Panini is going to start pumping out them colleges products.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
As much as they can.
Yeah,
when have we gotten select college before?
Well, I mean, Fanatics supposedly is going to try to start producing collegiate cards come fall.
Wow.
So it is. We could have crossover. 2 companies making products of the.
So is this for the time being? Is this a shared license, or starting fall when Fnatic starts making their products, Panini can't make them anymore.
I'm not 100%. It looks like there will be some crossover, so it will be shared for at least a little bit. But yeah, crazy times. Contenders Optic. We're looking for that gold vinyl, right?
Yep. Yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
Gold vinyl is the one in Contenders Optic. Yep.
Do you guys think? By the way, I think I said this is 2022. This is 2021, of course. As we're
don't get crazy, man.
I know.
We're not there yet.
We're not
there yet.
No. Yes, but yeah. Anyway, the calendar's all weird and all that. But
it says 2022.
It does say 2022. That's my mistake. That's a brain fart of mine. Yeah. No. That
will be out in about a year.
It'll be out in
about a year. So I mean, we can just take this segment. Just copy and paste.
That's right.
Whatever.
Put it on the back burner.
Put it on the back burner.
We've got
and
content ready.
Episode 297. Bam.
I mentioned that it's been a packed month of football releases as we're now approaching mini camps and training camps and all that. Is there enough enthusiasm among football collectors to basically, because this is the third huge release, big mark your calendars release over the last few weeks. Is this too much all at once, or is there no such thing as
I think this is a perfect, because the season ended a while ago, right, with the Super Bowl. So I think with us getting these releases before the season starts, this is actually this is a positive thing. I feel like, because it gives people something to if they're in the hobby, something that to look forward to besides the fact that the season's coming up. I said this before, and I gotta kind of go back on my word here, because I've always said that summer usually is a slower time for the hobby in general. That I've noticed over the years, just because people are on vacation, people are doing things with their family, they're outside. It's summer, everybody's on vacation. But because of the release schedule being moved so much because of the pandy, we're getting so many releases in summer now where it doesn't feel any slower than it has at any other time of the year.
Yeah, usually right now you have people saving their money, like you were saying, going on vacations or saving their money for the promos that are going to be at the National.
Yeah.
All the breakers are going to have promos going on. Manufacturers are going to have promos. The major online retailers are going to have promos. So that late June and July, people tend to save their money and be like, okay, I'm going to see whatever promos are going to be at the National and take advantage of that.
Yeah.
But you're right. We haven't seen anything really slow down.
No, not at all.
I think we're going to be looking at, I think it's a great situation right now for football collectors, because there is speculation that the rookie class will not be as strong. And there will be players that people are going to collect and they're going to get hyped. But you're going to have a lot of people going back and trying to rip this 2021 product. The 21, it may be hotter next year than it is right now.
There's a very real chance that's going to be the case.
These products, these Contender Optic products, Contenders Optic, Prism, it may be best to, if you have sealed wax, to hold on to it, because people are going to be paying a premium to rip that next year, because they're going to be chasing Lawrence and Jones, and Trey Lance is going to be playing. So
yep,
it may be crazy.
It could possibly, and we talked it during the season, the 2020, where okay, going into 2021 season, we're there's 5 top quarterbacks here. This is going to be a very hyped year, and it was for the most part. But the play of the rookies themselves weren't great during the 2021 season, right? Now imagine second year, you can imagine some of these guys improving, possibly all 5 of them looking a lot better than they did last year. So at the very least, you're going to get a couple of them still looking pretty good. So this is just going to keep driving 2021 even higher.
I think if you are a group breaker, you can probably, if you have enough product, you can probably, even if it is a poor performing 2022 class, if you have enough 2021, you can probably ride that throughout the whole year and then wait for 2023.
I
essentially. Because we are, again, there are a lot of releases that are still to come out.
There's still a lot.
There is, without a doubt, we are going to be, it's going to be preseason and into the season. There's still going to be 2021 products that are going to be coming out. So there's going to be crossover between the 2022 2023. It would be 2023 season.
What, the upcoming season?
Yeah.
2022.
But it's,
It's
oh
the
yeah,
2022.
2022.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, we're way in the future. We're all over the place. But
Yeah, I mean, you start speculating for the 2030 season. Whatever.
yeah, it's never too early to
It's
start
never too early.
prospecting, you know.
But yeah, the 2022 season, you're going to be able to get products that have maybe just came out for the 2021 season.
And
there will be crossover.
I think what's also in a way that I think what's actually beneficial for these products, and I know that there was kind of a lot of huffing and puffing from folks in the hobby of like, what's taking so long? You know, and we know supply chain stuff and all that's affecting everything, but that we are now so far separated from the 2021 season, and the further you get away from it, the more you forget about. Oh, Zach Wilson didn't look good in this game, or Trevor Lawrence struggled, and these 8, you know, how bad they looked in that stretch. Like, everything looks better. Like, from a distance thing, you forget about those things that maybe didn't look so good, and maybe if these releases come out in March or April, more traditional time zones, you think, do I really want to collect Lawrence after what I saw? Now, though, it's like, you know, it's the most optimistic time if you're a fan of football that things are looking up, and
but
it improves the value.
We're 6 weeks away
Yeah.
from the first preseason game.
Right.
Roughly.
Right.
So football season is about ready to start.
Yeah, and
I can't wait because we got to run it back. So, you know.
Yeah.
Just gonna keep my mouth.
Yeah,
Who's
whatever. I
house?
mean,
But hey, I can't. There's nothing I can say. You know.
well,
Still trying
if
to-
Doug was here, he'd try to find something to
Yeah,
say.
you know, I can't say anything.
Rams house.
Yeah, when the Carolina Panthers are like, I don't know if we want that guy, Jimmy Garoppolo, and things are not. Anyway, let's not talk about that.
I mean, we can talk about the Niners. It's fine. Is Debo gonna show up?
He'll show up.
He'll
be
show
there.
up. He
He'll
just
be there.
won't play.
Personal preference. I think we bring this up almost every year. Contenders Optic. For your money, the most desirable rookie auto. Contenders Optic for you, or is it something else?
No, Contenders OG.
Yeah.
Contenders OG.
That's OG, just
course.
original gangster, not like there's not another product.
I had a feeling
I
it
don't
would
want to
be-
confuse anybody. They're like,
No.
I've been looking for this Contenders OG forever, and I just can't find it.
I thought I'd throw it out there just because things are everyone leans towards shiny now, and then you've got the old school Contenders plus shiny. Maybe there are people being like, okay, that's the nice balance, but I had a feeling, it's still the original Contenders.
I'll tell you how it shakes out every year. Like, they're obviously Contenders Optic is a super popular product. I'm part of the original Contenders crowd as well. There's nothing better really than cracked ice or those Super Bowl tickets. But however, I know why the reason people love Contenders Optic is one big thing is that it grades a lot better than regular Contenders.
A little bit thicker card
Yeah, a
stock,
little bit thicker card stock helps out with those edges and corners. So
but not too thick.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's always an ultra popular product. When you stand it up against like the cracked ice of regular Contenders, though, like it's like you'd have to go like super low numbered in Contenders Optic to match the price of a cracked ice from Contenders.
All right, I rank Contenders Optic, and Optic 1, 2, 3. What are you doing?
It's Contenders
Contenders
and
1,
then Optic, and then
Optic
Contenders
2.
Optic.
Yeah, that's the way I'd rank it.
Yeah.
I think that's the way probably 95% of the hobby would also rank it as well.
Ultra popular product though, because it's a short. It's like you don't like the main complaint that people have with Contenders obviously is the base stuff, right? Like nobody really cares about the base on that, and I get that, but then you need to have the base as well, you know, for
with
the
a
retail.
loaded quarterback rookie class, you're probably going to get one of the main quarterbacks in every master case, a 20-box master case.
if not two of them.
If not 2 of them. I don't want to say 2 of them, but I'm just saying minimum you're probably going to see one of them.
You guys have probably seen a case. How did it look?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I went and got a haircut today. So
I know that I know young Greg pulled, I want to say, an orange Zach Wilson.
Okay.
See? Yeah,
So,
perfect.
yeah, a fantastic card, huge card. So it did well the first couple cases.
Awesome.
Yeah, and the way it always lays out, you have you have the sticker auto in a box, and then the on card auto. On card auto is generally what would be considered a rookie premier guy.
Yep.
Where the sticker auto would be more of your traditional sticker auto that you would see in a original Contenders
Yeah.
release.
And then sometimes you'll see the obviously hard to find like on card vet stuff instead of the on card rookie.
Right.
But I like it. I mean, and the shipping department probably likes it as well.
Yeah. Not much
It's
to
not.
have to sort through.
It is not Contenders.
No.
Yeah.
No. Not a
Breaker
lot of
friendly
it.
product too. This one.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we have got plenty of boxes of it for group breaks. We've got personal boxes of it. Go over to mojobreak.com.
Mojobreakshop.com. I think
right.
they got some in the mix.
That's right.
So I think young Greg will probably be doing some Contenders Optic on the Whatnot.
He's actually on there right now.
He's on the Whatnot right now.
There you go.
Well, not right now because they might be watching this later. Or listening
He's
to this
on the
later.
Whatnot at some point.
Yeah. There's at some point in time. He was
some
there.
point in time,
As of 4:00 on Wednesday,
some
June
point in
22nd,
time,
he's on
young
Whatnot.
Greg is on Whatnot.
So go check it out. Whatnot, Mojobreak.com, Mojobreakshop.com. Get a box for yourself. Get a break spot. And more football coming, which is just crazy that it keeps coming. C-Rad, when you said select, my brain just melted. I'm like, oh god,
That's a pretty big
right.
one.
That's a big one.
Optic is a big one. I feel like too.
Optic is
yes.
it's definitely a top 10 product that comes out every year. People could say it's a top 5 product.
Select people would say Select is a top 5 product too.
Select,
Yeah.
yeah.
I will say the only thing
Eminence.
I was kind of arguing Eminence too. I was kind of arguing like, oh, this is actually a good thing right now that everything's getting pushed because we're in that like zone where everybody thinks they can win. But if something gets pushed to like close to week 1 or something, or God forbid something gets pushed past into the regular season, and like let's say I don't know. Let's say like Justin Fields or Trevor Lawrence throw 4 picks in the first game. That might not bode well for the hobby.
For football,
For
I know you're talking about football,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I was looking at the release schedule, and then it blew my mind. I saw a 21-22 basketball product, the Cade Cunningham last year's rookie classes. I saw a product that's coming out in October, bro. Like, and it's not even one of the big ones. And then, like, beyond that, there's still Immaculate and Flawless that still come out. But I'm talking about, when I looked at it, I was like, in October? We're getting a Cade Cunningham release?
Prism hasn't come out yet.
Prism,
right.
scheduled for about 2
Next month.
weeks from now?
Yeah, finally,
2-3 weeks?
supposedly.
Yeah.
Coming out
And
next
I
month.
mean, the draft is
Tomorrow. Or today, if you're listening to this on a Thursday.
one of those days. Here we go again.
Yeah, I know. A whole new draft class. Paulo Banchero is the big one, right?
that guy looks the Holmgren from
Yep.
Gonzaga actually
Yep.
looks really good.
Is he? So he is in, right? As we're kind of shifting gears here.
He is there is between Holmgren and the guy Paulo that you guys just talked about.
Okay.
That guy needs to fill out a little bit.
He needs to eat like 75 Big
I agree.
Macs by tomorrow.
But he also looks like a freak of nature at 7 foot and what he can do.
He does. I mean, if he, again, the idea is if he can fill out.
Who is the Warriors
Look
rookie?
out.
Was it Brandon Wright?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Was it Brandon Wright who, like-
Brandon Wright
Yeah, he just needed to fill out. He just never filled out.
They traded Jason Richardson for him. Ugh, terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible trade.
Jay Rich, bring back Jay Rich.
Bring him back. He's probably in the organization somehow, right? Yeah.
I don't think the We Believe guys, but everybody, it feels like from this last decade's championship run is with the Warriors organization somehow.
Yeah, Iguodala will be in the Warriors.
Oh, absolutely, 1,000%.
There's no doubt. I'm waiting for him to announce his retirement.
I want him to come out one more year.
He'll be. Yeah, I think that's probably it. I would think it's probably
We
done.
gotta go 5. We gotta go 5 for 5.
I think oh man, kind of breaking down a little bit. Let's.
You know what? I can totally see him in an assistant coach role.
Sure.
Because
that's essentially the role he had.
Essentially,
at the end
yeah.
of the series. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the what's his name leaving for the Kings job.
Yeah, Mike Brown. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it. Yeah. Well, if we're talking about Andre Iguodala, a guy who's a big proponent of crypto, I don't know if you saw that. I think the big chunk of his paycheck goes to crypto. Let's stay on.
Oh, so he is coming back next year.
Yeah. By the way, we're now talking about the Panini VIP party. This is related because there is a wrinkle to Panini's VIP parties at the National this year. They are the NFT VIP parties.
Love it.
You
I
can,
love it.
You can buy your ticket right now over on PaniniAmerica.net and get the go to the blockchain section. You can see the 3 different tiers that they have. Yeah, I guess I'll just start to you guys. NFT parties, we can kind of go through what their plan is, what's going on, but just your initial thought of kind of Panini going this way, and I'll kind of throw this as a caveat. I'm not trying to sway anybody, but going this way after everything we have seen over the last month or two regarding the crypto space and NFT space, where things just seem like they're falling off a cliff and then some. I'm sure these plans were made months in advance.
I think there's a phrase. It's called "buy the dip."
Buy the dip. That's what they would say to you. That's what everyone at the party is going to say.
Buy the dip.
Get the dip. But anyway, everything, again, things have probably been planned for months and months and months. They can't back out now with it being this is the NFT party. But nonetheless, just your thoughts on this.
Well, I mean, I like parties. So
well,
anytime,
we all love a good party.
anytime you can have an excuse to have a little get together and party, I'm down. The different tiers that they have, the VIP level. First off, I think the setting is going to be kind of a pool party atmosphere, club atmosphere, if I'm not mistaken. The VIP level, I think, is $10,000, but it gets you 9 people in.
Well, the VIP.
Yeah, can I know? Because I didn't read up about this. Can I know what you get with each tier?
So
here?
the VIP level, the $10,000 level gets you 9 entries, I believe, and those entries get the main thing.
I got the info. Table by the pool for you and 9 guests. 1 of 1 Prism NFT and an infinite object, along with the physical copy, 2 White Sparkle NFT packs, 2 Noir NFT basketball packs, entry into a high-end case break, bottle of premium liquor, early entry into cocktail hour, hand pass hors d'oeuvres with Panini athletes, and
so we got bottle service.
We got bottle
service.
That is for a cool $10,000.
One 101 NFT with the physical. Just one. Not for all 9 of your guests.
I
believe each guest that's going to be a part of your group, I think, gets everything that's on that package.
It says limited to 1 pack/ticket per account. I don't know if that means
that means somebody can't go in and just buy all of the VIP level.
That's not talking about the actual 1 of 1. It doesn't specify.
I think so the Prism VIP is essentially the same thing without your own little lounge by the pool. It's $500.
Okay.
You don't get the 1 of 1 with the VIP. You get 2 White Sparkle NFT packs, 2 Noir NFT packs.
Don't get the bottle service.
Cocktail, no bottle service, but you get cocktail hour, hang out with the Panini athletes, and you get after party entry as well.
All right, let's go. General admission. Tell me what it's about.
General admission. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
One White Sparkle NFT pack. NFT packs, just kind of general. Access to after party entry before the public.
Wait, but there's an after party?
Yes. And you get the VIP and the VIP Prism.
Cool. People are going to be super dialed in Saturday morning, it sounds like, on the show floor.
Everyone's going to be sharp as a tack.
This is Friday night.
Holy.
Yeah.
And then
usually Saturday night.
So Friday night NFT party.
Oh, no.
They are still doing the VIP party on Saturday night.
Wait.
They're back-to-back parties.
Who else is doing the party?
Panini. Panini is doing the NFT party on Friday night.
Right.
And they're doing the standard VIP party on Saturday night.
Interesting.
Now, no information has been released about the VIP party on Saturday.
Interesting.
Right.
This, actually, I saw from our friends at Sports Card Nonsense. And they are also doing a cross-promotion with the NFT Panini Prism party.
Since we haven't got Panini parties for 3 years?
We get 2 parties back to back.
Yeah, so I guess it makes up for not having parties for the last couple of years for Panini, and I think it's something that a lot of people in the hobby that especially go to the nationals like us, we enjoy those parties. So it's nice of them to bring it back in some form or another. It sounds like you're gonna be able to bring in the whole Mojo crew at least for the Friday one.
Now this is going to be a real physical party, not a
I don't know.
This isn't going to be a metaverse party. I don't need to bring my goggles.
It's going to be an NFT of the party.
Doug has the goggles, so you guys are set.
Yeah, but we're going to have to share them. Let me see what's going on.
No,
but it is a physical party.
I
right?
would assume so. Everything seems to say it is.
Just imagine you guys are all just standing around in your hotel room with the goggles. Everybody with their goggles on.
Even weirder, they would probably like send you to.
You laugh about that, but I don't think we're that far away.
No, we're really not.
We're really like.
Probably would send you to like a room where it's just like 100 people lined up on the wall, all wearing goggles.
No, I'm serious. Like you're in your hotel room.
Yeah,
you're in your hotel. You're just like sitting on the edge of the bed. You're like, well, I'm at the party. I'm in line. I'm in the digital line to get inside of the party.
You're just like saying like, what are you pulling over there, man? Oh, sick. 101 Prism NFT Steph Curry, sick, dude. Yeah.
Okay, can someone also tell me what is an infinite object? What is that?
I wish I could explain it to you.
Do you know what it is?
No.
Okay. Because I was like, I know, Sierra, you know enough more about the
NFT
space.
Maybe it's something that you can only use in the metaverse.
I would
and it could be. It could be. I don't know. I'm making it up. Not making it up.
Read the description of it again.
It says here. Let me go back to it. You get a 1-of-1 Prism NFT, and in parentheses, and an infinite object, along with a physical copy.
Infinite object.
I'm Googling right now. What is an infinite object?
Yeah, obviously I'm in NFTs. I own NFTs, but I don't know what an infinite object is.
Yeah, I don't know either. And it looks like Cody doesn't know either.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm really trying.
I thought this was the main
No. It is back-to-back parties.
Nice.
Okay, here you go.
We got it.
Infinite objects are immutable displays that play just one work on loop and allow collectors to enjoy NFTs without interruption or gadgetry. So basically, it's like, you know those guys who, when Top Shot was really at its peak, and they were like, oh, I got like an iPad where I encased it in glass, and now my NFT, my Top Shot's on display in my house.
That's
what it is.
It's a digital photo frame.
That's dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a digital frame.
Essentially.
It's a digital frame.
It's a digital frame with your NFT.
It's a digital
plus a physical copy of it.
It's a digital frame.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
To display it. All right.
I get it.
Okay. All right. Makes more sense.
I'll get it.
Well, that's dope. What tier are we getting?
I was gonna say, are we ready? Are we all gonna pool our money together and drop that 10K?
It is. Yeah. I'm gonna. It's 9:00, and I think it actually drops again.
When does it come out?
I think 8:00 in the morning Pacific time tomorrow.
By this recording, it will be.
Is when the VIP and the Prism VIP get launched, and then the general mission I think gets launched later on.
Let me ask you a serious question.
Let me give you a serious answer.
Is there a chance that those things sell out? Like
sure,
most Panini things
100%.
Do,
yeah,
and they get resold.
I don't. That is a good question. I don't think. I would like to say that generally the VIP party passes don't get resold, but they do.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, anything can happen. I don't know.
So, yeah.
I think the VIP level for 10 grand will sell out instantly.
Yep, I agree.
I think
is that just
because you got to
imagine the demand. There'll probably be limited quantities.
I would say so. It sounds like you get your own little booth by the pool, right?
Yeah. Table
so
by
at
pool.
Any general club that is outdoors by a pool, they don't have an unlimited amount of those booths. So I'm assuming there's probably only going to be 50, maybe 100 max of those. So I'd actually say less than 50. The Prism VIP, there'll be a lot more.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot more of those. So I don't know, man. I'll try. I'll
give it. Ask us, are we gonna try to get the VIP? We gonna try.
I'll party. I got a little alert in my calendar.
All right.
It'll be going down tomorrow.
Be good for content. We can hype it up, talk about our experience getting that infinite object.
Yeah, the digital frame.
Right. the digital.
The digital frame that it sounds like you could only have the NFT
Correct.
in there, so you wouldn't even actually be able to put like
That's
a
correct.
picture of your dog or something.
Yeah, no, not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, Sparky's gonna have to take a back seat.
sorry, Sparky.
To Sparky, meet White Sparkle. That's what. I'm sorry. Oh man. Well, it's very exciting.
Friday night.
I mean, Friday night.
Friday
Parties are
night.
back.
Friday night.
I'm excited.
Back to back parties.
I'm excited. And I'm not gonna be able to make it out this year, but I'm excited that Panini is doing something this year.
Yeah.
In terms of parties.
Back to back parties, man. Back to back.
That's wild. That's wild. I mean, you gotta find something to do in LA City, right? Like you said, you gotta find something to do.
Yeah. That's something to do. All right. For
Does it say where it's located?
it does not. It says nothing. It says
And there's also like
Yeah,
going to
nothing.
be very similar to the VIP parties that Panini throws at every national. There's going to be athletes and
yes.
DJ and
Yeah,
all that good
the
stuff.
cocktail hour, I think, is going to have the athletes.
I mean,
there.
if you've never been to a Panini party, they're dope.
They're
It's a
pretty fun.
great time.
Yeah, and we should mention, by the way, if it sounds like everyone's like, you're talking about a party that costs $10,000. How am I? Even if I'm going to the National, there are
No, you can get in. The general admission, $100, right?
Exactly,
$100.
$100.
I could guarantee you it will be worth the $100 to go to the party. I mean, I'd rather spend $100 at that party than throw $100 on a roulette table.
Yeah.
And that's just for the perks. From what I'm hearing correctly, there's also going to be general population tickets, which are probably going to be cheaper than $100.
Yes.
No, the general admission is $100.
General's $100. General's $100.
Well, what again?
It includes the
Prism.
whites- yeah.
The Prism VIP is $500,
$500 for the VIP, and then the Prism
and
VIP,
the
10K.
the VIP where you get your bottle service and booth.
Read the lowest tier again, because I remember you saying like they get in the $100 one.
$100 gets
They get in before general public. So what is a general public?
for
No, for the after party. So wait. There's 3 parties. So there's the
3.
there.
Yeah, a lot of
Like
partying
I
going on.
said, Saturday morning is gonna be real quiet around the national.
I am going to,
Which is actually the busiest day of the
It's
national.
the busiest
Saturday.
day. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
look. I'll just tell you right now. Probably not going to be booking if we're doing any pod. We'll be podcasting, do some interviews there. Maybe not booking Saturday morning for some interviews. So
Saturday morning, 6 a.m.
yeah. Although
I want everybody there at sunset or sunrise, but generally people will be there at sunset.
yeah.
It's a national. I'm here, 6
Yep.
p.m.
Yeah. Although I will say, last year, we did get some positive feedback of like the party voice, you and Doug's party voice on the second day of interviews at the national.
It is. I mean, it's tough though. Like you lose your voice if you're either breaking or doing podcast.
It's loud.
You have one day before your voice is pretty much shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys are gonna be there from like Wednesday, right?
Yeah, so by Thursday, I won't have a voice anymore.
Right. And Saturday.
And
forget it.
Saturday, there's videos of me breaking at past nationals, and my voice is shot.
Yeah.
Like I am like holding onto the microphone, basically painfully whispering into the microphone and doing a break. It's tough because you're competing with 40,000 people.
Yeah. By the way, before we move on to the next topic, any guesses on our attendance? I know last year we were like throwing huge numbers out there, and I feel like we all were way under.
Yeah, way surpassed
the number.
expectations. Yeah.
I would imagine
40,000 people.
Yeah.
I
don't
think
it gets as high as
think
last
we
year.
will go back to national regular before the explosion in the industry. Maybe a little bit more, but if it was Chicago, it would be maybe not as much as last year, but close to it.
Yeah.
Atlantic City is a different ball game. I mean, generally, if you're not within driving distance, you talk to people who are in the hobby, and they're just like, I'm going because I have to go, not because I really want to go. Especially if you're coming from the West Coast, it is tough. It is one full day of travel
Yeah.
It will literally take us one full day, and we lose 3 hours when we get there.
Right.
So one full day to get there, one full day to get back. It's tough.
Yeah, I think I think it's going to be less than last year. It'll still be really, I think there still will be a lot of folks there, probably more than maybe pre-peak, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I want to say
location is everything.
I want to say obviously it won't be as big of attendance as Chicago last year, but I feel like there's going to be more bigger name people in the hobby going to this one, possibly because we've had as people are speculating that is the market soft, blah 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 blah. There has been a lot more coverage on the hobby too this past year, where I feel like and I know a lot of the guys that have been hitting some of the big cards this year that we've all been chasing and trying to hit and get. A lot of them are going to be there, so I feel like it will be lower than last year's partly because it is in Atlantic City. So I agree with that, but I think it's still going to be a crap ton of people.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, also the location where it's laid out it's a really, really, really big room. May actually be in square footage bigger than the Chicago.
Interesting.
The Donald Stevenson Center.
Right.
So, but I think you're right. I think it'll be a slight uptick from, like, say, throw out the 2019, 2018 National. It'll be a slight uptick from there. I remember when we did Atlantic City last time. I mean, maybe it might have been 2016. Might have been. I don't remember. I was surprised with how many people were there. I think generally we went into it going like, there's going to be half the amount of people that we usually see at a Chicago National.
So,
and we were wrong.
It might surprise you again this year.
Might be surprised.
Yeah, it's at this point maybe the location doesn't matter. It's just people will follow it.
Yeah.
It's a must-see event no matter where it's at.
I just feel like there is more people in the hobby now too.
Yeah.
Like it's still growing. It's still a growing hobby.
Yeah,
and community.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we know there are some big plans. This leads us to our next topic. Some big plans for eBay because if you watched today, well, as of this recording today, or if you watched it yesterday, you saw eBay introduced their live market. eBay Live. It was a beta with DJ Ski, partnering with Bleecker Trading. Wanted to talk about this because obviously live commerce right now is a huge, huge thing in the hobby with Whatnot, with Loop, and now for eBay to enter this space, clearly the biggest name to do it so far. I watched the live. Again, it was a beta, so I think they're going to be doing this throughout the National from what it sounded like. And the presentation was super sleek. It looked really good. Everything was running really smoothly. Just aesthetically, really, really impressed. I think I said in Slack, it feels like Home Shopping Network for millennials. Is what this definitely feels like.
And that's kind of the vibe you get on Whatnot as well, right?
Yes. It's certainly more of I guess for lack of a better term, more of a controlled environment.
I mean, in eBay, they have the resources, and we've talked about this a lot. I mean, eBay is not going to be the first big e-commerce company to roll out this platform. I think they are dipping their toes in it. They're going to see it successful. They're going to build around it. I think Amazon will probably be on board at some point.
Yeah.
Amazon's coming.
I mean, when I first read that, it said eBay. I didn't see the live goes live. I was like, eBay goes live. I'm like, man, you think it's really going to take off, this whole eBay thing?
Yeah, man. It's a little upstart company. C-Rad, did you get a chance to watch the live stream?
Yeah, I watched part of it. It looks good.
So what were they selling?
It was mostly it was kind of just like a mix of what I'm guessing is I didn't catch the very beginning, so again, forgive me if I get this wrong. But I think part of it was like maybe DJ Ski's collection, stuff that Bleecker has had, because I know there was one thing.
Were they selling stuff?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, they would be like, for example, when I got on there, they were selling a Lux graded PSA 8 Shaquille O'Neal jersey auto.
I saw that one.
So they would be like, okay, this is on sale right now. Go grab it or whatever. I think nothing was auctioned.
And then they basically talk about the card and okay, I see where you're coming from with the home shopping network.
They would say, okay, let's look at our next piece. It's this red, the Topps finest Michael Jordan red border.
It's got like Don West vibes.
Yes, but laid back and cool, and not that Don West isn't cool. Don West is way cooler than me, and one of the coolest dudes on the planet.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Yeah.
But certainly, again, like I said, I keep saying it, but it just felt like they are so catering to this new generation of collectors.
And I'm assuming you purchase on the platform.
Yes.
So you just basically hit a button and you're like,
yeah. Now that's the biggest advantage eBay has, and what they know they've got is that, again, I just went on the eBay app with my eBay account, and there's no setting anything up. It's just I could just buy it.
I was
right
just
there.
chatting with my eBay name in the chat room.
Yeah,
hey, what's up?
Yeah, there's no I've got to hop on. There's nothing like that. It's just and that's
seamless.
Where it was
just home shopping.
Seamless.
What I get is that the home shopping network was so far beyond their time.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
It's so
if they just had the technology back then
to let people chat,
to let people chat and be a community and be able to buy from there. I mean, you had to call a phone number and talk to an operator.
It's like live commerce. Live commerce was revolutionary 50 years ago.
Yeah, and yet here we are, and it is kind of it's so funny. Everybody is acting like it is the new thing, and in a way it is.
So the funny, and I'm pretty sure Home Shopping Network or QVC, they're still around.
They're still around.
They are still around.
And when you want to buy something, you have to call a number and talk to an operator.
I think they now allow you, they say you can call it, or you can just go online. You can just buy it online.
Because they would take live, if I'm not mistaken, they would take live calls.
A lot of nice old ladies. I bought this for my grandson. He loves it. So bless their hearts.
Let's implement that in the eBay live. Let's get some live calls.
You want to start taking some live calls on Whatnot?
Oh yeah.
We'll do
100%.
Let's go.
A lot of bleeps. Bleep, 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 bleep. And not a kid's show.
Also, clearly not aimed towards, I mean, at least right now, maybe they've got big plans at the National, but not aimed towards the bargain hunters, this platform. They were clearly we have a set price. This is what we want to do. I saw some folks in the chat being $1 auctions, $1 auctions. And that's not what they're going to do.
Were people buying stuff?
I didn't see anything actually bought.
So the conversion rate, again, it's in beta, but the conversion rate didn't seem and that's the one thing. Whatnot, because of the platform and the culture that's been built, the conversion rate is insane. People who go into a Whatnot channel, they're almost guaranteed to probably be buying something, except for the people who are just looking for the free giveaways. Right. But yeah,
I was just gonna add that. I could see eBay eventually adding the auction thing where people can start because they're an auction. eBay's an auction company.
Right. That's kind of the no-brainer, right?
It would have overloaded them, and if this is beta. I think it would have overloaded things.
They're not doing it now, but they're going to do that. Yeah.
My guess is the National, they are going to, because that is the big rollout where it goes live is officially live.
Well,
I think they're going to have some big things.
And I kind of envision what is going to happen is that they're going to integrate it with your eBay store, right? And then you can go live, and you could literally hit go live on your auction.
Absolutely.
And it shows everybody the auction.
Absolutely.
And you get to talk about it, and you can
talk
either
about what you have
you can talk about what you have, and then once it sells, it gets pulled out of your eBay store, and you can print a label right there, and bam.
If you're somebody who's a part-time eBay seller, or just somebody smaller, you should probably maybe think about this is going to be a prime opportunity to really start growing your online business right through eBay, because it is going to, they already have the most eyes on them, right? That people shop the most on eBay right now. So besides Amazon, I would try to look to maybe growing.
And I believe that this is the future of e-commerce. I believe that Amazon, it's not going to be necessarily card related, but I think Amazon's going to be almost identical. You want to buy something on Amazon, somebody's going to go live and they're going to be like, look what I have. I think Etsy will probably jump on board as well, especially because those are very like specific items that a lot of them are handmade, very niche items. I think Etsy will probably jump it right into this e-commerce. I think they're kind of the no-brainer for doing live e-commerce.
Yeah, big times.
It's exciting. What do you think is for the other live e-commerce places right now? The ones that we know, we've already mentioned them, Loop, whatnot. Do they still kind of it feels like they've kind of carved their own niche? And I don't know if they're necessarily shaking in their boots at the thought of eBay coming into their space, or I don't know. What do you guys?
I mean, I don't. If you're Whatnot and Loop, you're probably. I mean, you look at a company like eBay and like Amazon, and I think in the back of your mind, no matter the great things that you accomplished and done, like you got to be a little concerned that like with the amount of resources that this company has. Now, with a big company like that, it is harder to make moves and make things happen. There's a lot of like different avenues that everything needs to go through, as opposed to a smaller company where if you want to implement a change, there's less hoops you got to jump through.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That there's definitely pros to being a company that, I mean, Whatnot's big, but being the size of Whatnot as opposed to being eBay, if you want to implement changes, is going to be a lot easier from a Whatnot standpoint than an eBay standpoint. But I mean, also eBay is going to have the resources to grow this category as well. Kind of the way we looked at group breakers. We didn't want to be the only group breaker. We needed other people to jump in and not only hold us to a higher standard, and it just gets the word out there. And you get new creative ideas that come in, and it actually makes that sector of the business better.
Yep.
Because there's certain ideas that you're not going to come up with that somebody else has implemented into their platform that takes off.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, shoot, man, think about how many breakers, as far as how this is going to shake out for the hobby and cards and stuff. There's so many breakers on eBay already. This is, if anything, this is only going to help them.
That's a good point.
Not just like people selling individual cards and stuff, but this should help out the eBay breakers once this platform goes live. And shoot, I don't know. I know back then when I started off doing eBay breaks, it was a really gray area. I'm sure you guys know too. Mojobreak started off on eBay as well, partly anyways. And then it was a very gray area for a long time.
Yeah,
it's like, are we able to do this? Or
seems like they are embracing it. I still think that there is a gray area, and I think that's why when they rolled this out, it's not catered to group breaks out of the gate. It is catered to individual cards.
Yeah. A lot more easier to control that. A lot less variables going on there.
Yeah, but I mean, eBay. Well, eBay has been looking at the sports breaking community for a long time now. So and the part of this is also they're looking at that because they did revise their rules at one point in time. I was like 4 or 5 years ago, where they're like, okay, we are going to allow this, but obviously there are certain restrictions still or whatever. But and another thing I didn't even mention that I'm just thinking about now. With the $500 guarantee thing with authenticity, which is was kind of like we said, it was kind of tied to Fanatics because of the company that the grading company is using. It's like this whole big thing now where you can buy it off eBay, it gets authenticated, you could get it graded from Fanatics.
Yeah,
it's a one-stop shop.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's another thing. It's a whole other topic, but that authentication at eBay is running. I think they take, and we've seen, I was actually just on Fans of Mojobreak, and they got a color blast and they sold it, and it came back as it wasn't authenticated.
Wow.
And I think if you put in there the condition is like near mint or would grade well, or you do something specific with the condition, I think it gets flagged. So if you're selling a high-end card, like,
so you gotta be straight up.
I would not say anything specific about a condition of a card. You can say pack fresh or something like that, but I wouldn't say
Near
this
mint.
card is near mint. This card will grade a 9 or a 10. Don't put yourself in that situation because I think it gets flagged.
So not even authenticity, it's the conditioning.
Yeah,
that you're saying that to your customer.
I believe so. So that is something. If you are selling high-end cards on eBay, definitely be aware of that.
I mean, it kind of like I will say, just from my personal my personal perspective, when I'm looking at singles on eBay, when I see something titled, blah 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 rookie card 10 ? That is kind of a red flag for me as well. So I guess I kind of get it.
Yeah, you look in
weird.
descriptions and it'll say like,
yeah,
card will grade high. You're like, okay.
I know. It's like
easy for you to say.
I mean, the reasonable consumer, the buyer, if you see something like that, the 10 ? It's like, if it was a 10, then why didn't you just grade it then, bro?
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you want me to buy it and grade it?
If you're so confident about it. Anyway.
So I do I try to stay away from those options too because it's like there's definitely something wrong. Now if it's for a fair price under like what a 10 would sell for, like if it's a very fair price, then obviously I'll take the chance. But like if you're telling me it's gonna be a 10, and I'm like I just don't believe it, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, it's a very exciting time for the live e-commerce market right now. Again, we'll know more in the national. And hey, if you want to join in on some live e-commerce, we're on Whatnot, so check us out there.
We're going to be on Loop soon.
And we're going to be on Loop
We're going to be on Loop soon.
And
It's
Mojobreak
only
Gaming's
matter
already
of-
on.
Mojobreak Gaming's on Drip
That's
and
right.
Whatnot.
We're all over that.
We love it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
We're a big fan.
Yeah, we're in on it. We're in deep.
We're down.
Yeah.
Hit us up, eBay.
All right. Final topic of the day. Did you hear the Golden State Warriors are NBA champions?
Woo!
Again. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. We're
Not
feeling
wearing a
good.
Warriors shirt, but
I know. I was going to say you're wearing your Ice Cube shirt. I don't know if he'd be repping the Warriors. But they're champions once again. And so, of course, we got to wrap things up by talking about the GOAT, the modern GOAT at this point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. We're throwing it
1000%.
out there. Steph Curry, who I think I said before the series, if he does win this, he's cemented as like a top 5, at least top 10 NBA player of all time. I'm now starting to lean towards more. I think there's a legit case to be made for him as a top 4 player. When you take everything, winning, influence, talent, I think there's a case to be made. He is in that Mount Rushmore. So I will throw it to you guys. Not just Mount Rushmore in the NBA, but Mount Rushmore of the basketball hobby. With that 4th title is Steph Curry firmly in place in the elite of NBA players.
100%.
yes.
Like that, no doubt.
Yeah. By the way,
And I mean, I'm not being a homer either.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt. And it's crazy. It may be a good time to buy. Maybe a good time to buy Curry stuff.
Well, I've got on that slide, if you're watching the video or if you're listening to us, the slide
This
we're
dude
showing
ain't done yet.
2 cards that actually sold on the day the Warriors clinched their 4th title, both on PWCC. The BGS 9.5 rookie patch auto NT sold for $720,000.
Steal.
And PSA 10 refractor tops chrome sold for $114,000. So we're saying buy on that.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if you got $1 million burning a hole in your pocket, I mean, it's easy for me to be like,
Worst way to spend your money.
buy it,
Yeah.
buy it. I mean, you got $750K just sitting around. Yeah, why not?
I mean, if we're really talking about like, yeah, he's in that blue chip territory, right? He's like Brady, he's like LeBron. He's
yeah,
like
I mean,
Jordan.
I don't think, and seeing that like his cards and a lot of cards, not just Curry, but a lot of cards have dipped.
Yeah.
It might be, and I was not saying specifically about these ultra high end cards, but it might be a good time to buy Curry
Just
stuff.
in general, just buy whatever, like a regular autograph, Prism autograph, or anything. You know what I mean?
Regular Topps rookie. Doesn't
Yeah,
need
the regular.
right.
The regular
doesn't need to
one.
be a refractor.
Yeah.
Just be regular.
Yeah, the cheapest rookie card you could find is maybe not a bad investment if
No.
you're trying to go low
It's the
end
same
right
thing
now,
I was
yeah.
telling people for the last 10 years. Whatever Jordan rookie you can afford at that time in your life, wherever you're at, whatever year it is, it's never a bad time to just buy that. Whatever, if it's a PSA 6 or a PSA 7 or a PSA 5, whatever. Same thing with Curry now. I strongly believe if whatever you can afford, a PSA 9, a PSA 8 of that Curry Topps Chrome rookie base card, like Dan said, it doesn't have to be a refractor. It is a good time. Like he's seriously, he's not done. Don't let him win another 1 or 2 championships.
No.
You know what I mean?
And I'm not trying to give financial advice by any means. This is not a financial advice show either, so I'm going to basically say that before I say my next thing. But I know we looked at a couple weeks ago that Curry prices were down 40% from its peak.
Yeah.
Now,
They probably spiked since.
they probably
Little
did,
bit.
but would you buy Amazon stock if it dipped 40%?
Right.
Yep.
I think anybody would, right?
Yeah, and that's where we have to talk. That's the way we have to talk about Steph Curry now.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Steph Curry is the Amazon of basketball.
He is Amazon of basketball. I want to show you guys this slide real quick, and again, we'll describe it to the listeners at home. The top NBA card sales of all time as of June 22nd. It's the ones, the LeBron Exquisite. I spelled exquisite wrong on the slide, but that's okay. Exquisite RPA
It's a
number
tough word to
23.
spell, man.
It is. It can be. 5.2 million. The Doncic Logo Man, 4.6 million. We got a Kobe Bryant Metal Universe Precious Gems rookie for 2 million. And then you go all the way down to number 13.
Net Steph Curry,
And
RPA.
it's the Steph Curry NT RPA that sold
For
for
seven-
the one that sold, what was it, last
Okay,
year?
well,
For
actually, now
$960,000.
that you brought up all those cards,
Yeah.
that Curry RPA at 720,000 is
Is a steal.
Is a steal.
Is a steal.
Is a steal. I mean, I ain't got 720K.
I want to say the Anthony Davis, what was it, the one that sold for a ton? Like, there was a Logo Man, if I'm not mistaken, a rookie Logo Man,
Like $1 million or something.
outsold Curry.
Yeah.
First of all, what Luka sold for $4 million?
Logo Man.
Remember the private
Okay.
private sale for the Logo Man, the one of one Logo Man?
Okay. That's fair. But I was like,
Right.
$4 million for a Luka, or 5 or 6 Steph Curry NTRPAs.
Five.
I mean, I take the number to 5 Curry RPA.
You're-
No, not
Hey.
number to 5. You
Yeah.
can buy 5 to 6
yes.
of these.
No,
RPAs.
you're out of
Absolutely.
your mind if you're like, I don't know, Luca, man.
Yes. This
I
or
don't
that,
know.
This
It's a
or
Logo
that,
Man.
5 Curry, all 5 Curry NTRPAs, or the one of one Luka. It's not even a question.
Or a $5 million house, I guess.
Or a $5 million house. Whatever.
I mean, there's always that real estate investment that seems to be pretty tried and true.
Yeah, fair enough.
Did you or Doug ever own one of these RPAs? These
No.
Steph Curry RPAs?
Yeah.
Like you, we could have.
I know.
Could have.
Could have.
Could have, would have, should have.
Moving on.
Next thing.
So we're in agreement. Now I guess I want to grill you on if you're thrown, I guess the same. Let's compare, like, if it's Steph versus LeBron. Feels like the one guy where you're like, no, that's maybe
You
the
mean
one
his teammate
untouchable.
next year?
His teammate next year, LeBron James.
Yeah.
But again, if you're collecting the best LeBron versus the best Curry, that still feels like, no, you're gonna take LeBron. Unless I'm wrong, you guys could sway me.
I'm just saying, like LeBron.
LeBron's LeBron.
LeBron and Steph and Clay and Draymond. That's gonna be fun to watch.
I think if you're talking to most basketball collectors, they would still pick the LeBron at this point. However, that conversation can quickly change. Like I just said, if Curry goes out and wins a 5th or a 6th,
What if LeBron?
Which is completely
What if
plausible.
LeBron is on that team?
and they win together,
Yeah.
then it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be like LeBron will still be a step ahead of Curry if they're winning together.
See, I actually think that does more for Curry.
I
because Curry
I think it
had
does.
to leave because LeBron leaves to join Curry.
I actually
not the other
think
way around.
I think LeBron leaves and goes to the Warriors and maybe wins 2 championships, 3 who knows?
Good Lord.
They may be unstoppable. I think that hurts LeBron's legacy more than it helps.
Well, I mean,
Because
just look at KD.
and then everybody is going to have that. Though I mean, LeBron, you could already say he chases rings it would be without question.
Yeah.
That's what he does. And that it will unfortunately end up being more of his legacy than anything else. And I'm a LeBron fan, and I wouldn't be able to dispute that. I'd be like, yeah, you're pretty much right. Like,
I think realistically, we're looking at, obviously realistic. I feel like LeBron won't be playing with Curry, even though he really wants to.
No.
So back to my original point, like if you let Curry, if Curry wins another one, a 6-1, 5th or 6-1 or more, I'm no bias. He's gonna at some point you're gonna have to say, like, I would rather take the Steph Curry. Right, as of right now, there's still a debate, and maybe most collectors still pick LeBron because they're tied right now, right. And I know like LeBron does have the more Finals MVP, but all these things could be debated right now between Curry and LeBron.
I think
there's no debate if Curry wins a 5th.
I think there's more. I think without a doubt, right now there's more upside in investing in Curry cards than investing in LeBron cards.
Oh, without question, because the Lakers have to do so much to make sure.
Why. And I am pretty sure Steph and Draymond meet up with the Warriors. Peter Goober. Is it Goober?
Like, whoa, when did that happen? Breaking news.
Whoa, breaking news. No, I mean, basically meets up with, ownership.
Lake up Goober. Yeah.
Lake up. I think that happened. I think if the Warriors could make sense financially, I don't think there's a doubt that LeBron comes to the Warriors next year. I don't know why you guys are.
I'm not going to say no way. I just think it's highly unlikely.
I think you guys are crazy not thinking that is almost a certainty. I am saying it is over 50% chance that LeBron is a Warrior next year.
Listen, this is what I will say. Lakers could get a haul for LeBron from the Warriors.
Of course.
And they'd get a bunch of probably nice young players like,
Kuminga,
maybe.
I think
Wiggins, Wiseman.
I mean,
they would get a team that would benefit them in the long run. I think the Lakers need to blow it up at some point, and there is no doubt that there is a short list of where LeBron wants to go.
I just think that if this year proved anything to the Warriors, it is you literally don't need to do that. You're building from within. Jordan Poole is going to be. I think he can still be a star in this league. Wiggins is right now indispensable. He was the second best player.
Actually, he's
the
their most valuable asset now.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's still a ton of time for Kuminga and Moody, and hell, we still don't know what we're getting from James
You're telling
Wiseman.
me that a Warriors team with LeBron James wouldn't be the most exciting thing ever to watch?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, of course it would. It would be the biggest sports story of the last 20
I'd say it's bad for basketball, great for the Warriors fan base, because it'll be fun.
I was going to say that for Warriors, now that they were able to prove they were able to win without KD, bringing on a LeBron wouldn't be necessarily
it doesn't hurt
bad
it
for
doesn't
the rest
hurt,
of them.
It
like
doesn't
Clay,
hurt their
Dre,
legacy
Steph.
at all.
No.
Yeah, because they already proved that they could win without KD twice now. So I still think it's highly unlikely. But I'm not going to say there's no chance.
I just imagine if LeBron can go. I mean, how do you stop that team? How do you stop a healthy LeBron on the Warriors?
Yeah, I just think what we're sacrificing is probably depth. Bringing on
sure,
LeBron.
but we've done that before and we won.
Yeah. I mean, that team is unstoppable. Come on, let's be real. It's the same thing like having KD on the team. It makes the Warriors unstoppable. Like they 4-0'd the Cavs twice, didn't they? And then the finals, or one of the years probably 4-1.
Yeah.
With KD. That's the same thing we were arguing on the hype like 3 weeks ago. I was like, Doug was saying we're not as good with KD or something, and I was like, with KD we would have 4-0'd the Celtics.
Yeah. With KD, it was not even fair. It wasn't fair.
It was,
and it would be the same thing with LeBron. We would 4-0 these guys. It doesn't matter who's on the other side.
And you just sit there and you think of healthy Steph, healthy Clay, healthy Draymond, and then you throw LeBron in the mix, and who do you guard? And in LeBron, it could basically be a facilitator to some of the best shooters ever to play who are going to be wide open. Warriors score 140 points a game.
I'll be honest. I can't even believe we're talking about this.
I'm telling you, mark my word, 50% chance.
I think LeBron has been doing all this just to put pressure on the Lakers to improve.
Yes. He is going
because he said it multiple times. He wants to play with Steph Curry.
And here's the other thing is
and Draymond in the press conference in the finals said that LeBron is the smartest player ever to play.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he was praising him. I'm just like, at that point, I'm like, but at that point, I'm like, and that's right after LeBron came out and said, I would accept a trade to the Warriors. And this literally, yeah, he said that. And it happened. It happened.
I don't know if he said it in that many words.
That happened within like a couple days of each other.
He was asked on his show, what team that's in the playoffs would you most like to play for? And he said the Warriors. Because who wouldn't want to play for
I am pretty sure that he said that he would, because he has to okay a trade. Yes. LeBron has a no trade clause in his contract.
I just think LeBron has got so many other things off the court, mostly involving production companies and Hollywood and stuff, that LA's just a perfect spot for him.
It's a 45-minute flight.
It is.
You act like he's going to like Brooklyn, dude.
I get it, but like it's some about LA, and I don't know. I think I don't know.
I think it's highly unlikely, but I'll say never say never.
It's a 50% chance. It's almost a stone cold lock. Lock it in.
Because I never thought in a million years KD would come to the Warriors either.
See, that's the other one though, because that one felt real. That one, like, throughout the year, there were whispers. KD's coming. KD's coming.
I am blown away that you guys just don't think this is like almost
zero.
Wow, zero.
Man, think about how good our team is without LeBron.
All of those analysts be like zero, and then you can play it back and I'll look like a fool.
This is going to be great. This is going to be great to listen to this in about 3 months where they're like, well.
Not even, maybe in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're like, look at. It's going to be like, all it is going to be complaining from every fan base and generally fan of basketball that's not a Warrior fan being like, well, this is stupid. This is not fair.
I think the one thing that we learned too with having KD on the team is that as the years go on and our depth gets worse because we have these big contracts, like 3-4 big stars, like it puts your team in a very vulnerable state to lose to the Raptors, where we have one of our guys remaining at the end of the year because of so many injuries. So I don't know if I'm a big fan of it. Like I would love to see it, obviously, them four on the court together, but it just scares me as a Warrior fan because I know where we were at with KD at the very last year with all those injuries.
To go from that,
and our team is so good right now.
So good
without Kuminga and Wiseman and Moody playing.
They got a young core, so you go from the young core to these guys are closer to getting their AARP card than they were from the day they were drafted. I don't want that.
You get Bronny.
Get Bronny.
You get him too.
And probably right. Bronny Jr.
Bronny Jr.
Bronny Jr.'s coming as well. Well, I guess that seals it.
So. Yeah, and then you get a lot younger.
Boy.
But okay, yeah. Steph Curry undoubtedly on Mount Rushmore for the hobby and 100%. For basketball.
Undoubtedly in basketball as well.
Yes.
In the hobby and in basketball.
I want to know who's on the Mount Rushmore. I'm sorry, we're going a little overtime, but who's on the Mount Rushmore?
Well, I'll answer for C-Rad.
Yeah.
It's Steph.
Okay.
It's Clay. It's Jordan Poole.
Dan knows me.
And Draymond.
Dan freaking knows me. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
I would have thrown Troy Murphy on there, but
Mike Dunleavy.
Listen, those four guys.
Tom Gugliotta.
they've brought me 4 championships in my lifetime. Like, what do I have to complain about as a fan of the basketball and of the Bay Area basketball sports team? Like, I don't have nothing to complain about. They're on my Mount Rushmore, man.
All right, fair enough. They are. He is on mine.
I mean, Jordan, LeBron, Curry, and because what he did for basketball from a marketing standpoint and internationally, Kobe Bryant.
See, I was gonna. I actually think I have the same 3: Kobe, not Kobe, Jordan, Curry, LeBron. I throw Magic on there for the same reasons of what he did where basketball was when he started to where he is like that sort of like crossover guy and saved the game.
Yeah, I mean, I completely understand that. I just think,
and yes, Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain. Yes, we respect them. I know, but I mean, you can't.
I think Curry has to be in there, and you have to put LeBron and you have to put Jordan.
Yeah, and then it's
so you
the
have
fourth
that
one is-
you have that last one, and again, like Kobe, what Kobe did for basketball internationally, like the game is the game today because of how big it is internationally. Look at all the players that we have that are superstars that are international players.
Right.
Yep.
That probably doesn't happen without Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
especially without Michael Jordan. I mean, MJ is literally the like. Again, you want to put just Mount Rushmore sports. He's there. That's
Of all the sports.
yes, exactly. Yeah, the most impactful athlete basically since Babe Ruth in American culture.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, it'd be like Jordan,
The most.
Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds, I mean,
Impactful?
dude
And
hit
I
a,
love Barry.
dude hit a lot of home runs,
He
man.
did. Well,
he was
impactful
He
for
was
other
impactful,
reasons.
but probably for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, you're right.
Don't
You're right.
hey, cut off before Doug gets started on his rant,
Yeah,
dude.
no. Yeah, Doug, this is if
He's gonna.
if he's
Doug's
still
calling
listening.
in to talk about Barry Bonds right now.
That's right. Yeah, actually, there you go. There's my phone going off right now, and then that's going to wrap things up for the show today.
Sweet.
Thanks, guys, for listening to episode 245 of The Hype. Of course, go over to Mojobreak.com. Full list of group breaks there. We're breaking Contenders Optic Football. We're breaking so much more over there. Go over to Mojobreak.com. Get a break spot. Go to MojobreakShop.com. Get some sealed wax. Join us wherever we're breaking whatnot. We're going to be on loop soon, coming very, very soon. Check them all out. And, of course, make sure to subscribe to this podcast if you haven't already, whether you're listening Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you're listening. Subscribe to the podcast and follow us. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Mojobreak, and full video podcasts on Mojobreak Media. For Dan, for C-Rad, I'm Cody. Signing off. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next week.